You ever been gone for a few hours, maybe a day or two, and suddenly she texts you, "I had a dream about you," or she starts randomly checking your Instagram story for the first time in weeks? Yeah, what's going on there? Let's talk about what really happens in a woman's mind when you're not around. And spoiler alert, it's a roller coaster ride of feelings, thoughts, silent scenarios, imaginary arguments, and maybe even a little detective work that would put the FBI to shame. So buckle up, fellas. You're about to enter the mysterious world of female psychology during your absence. And trust me, it's not what you think, it's more. Let's start simple. Why does your absence even matter? Before we dive deep, let's answer this. Why does your absence affect her at all? Well, when a woman is emotionally connected to you, even a little, your presence becomes part of her routine. Like her daily coffee or her favorite hoodie. You leaving, even temporarily, is like someone stealing the last slice of pizza. It's noticeable. It throws things off. Even if she doesn't show it on the outside, on the inside, oh boy. But here's the fun part. How she feels during your absence depends on a lot of things. How strong the emotional bond is, how secure she feels in the relationship, and, here's the kicker, how she perceives your absence. Let's break it all down, step by step. 1. The initial calm or pretend calm. At first, she might seem chill, like, oh, he's gone? Cool, I've got stuff to do anyway. That's the outside. On the inside, there's a mini version of her pacing in her brain, wearing glasses and holding a clipboard, going, okay, he hasn't texted in 3 hours. Is he busy or ignoring me? Did I say something weird earlier? Should I text first? And yet, she doesn't text. Why? Because she doesn't want to seem clingy. So instead, she starts doing the wait game. She checks her phone, puts it down, checks again, pretends not to care, deletes a drafted text, then writes it again, deletes it again. It's a whole sport. But this isn't about insecurity, not always. Sometimes it's just her missing you and not knowing how to deal with it without looking like a koala clinging to a tree. 2. The scenario generator, kicks. And here's where it gets interesting and funny. When you're gone, especially if you're not texting or calling like you usually do, her brain starts writing episodes of Netflix dramas starring you. She'll think things like, he's probably out with his friends or with his female friend. Wait, who's that girl he followed last week? What if he got bored of me? Maybe he's testing me to see if I'll chase. It's like her mind has a writer's room working overtime, creating the most dramatic and sometimes hilarious scenarios. It's not because she's crazy, it's because she cares. And when a woman cares, silence isn't just silence, it's a message. And if the message is unclear, she fills in the blanks with spicy details. 3. Emotional fluctuation. From missing you to being mad at you. 1 minute, she misses you. She replays your old voice notes, rereads your texts, scrolls through your photos like she's watching a romantic montage. Then suddenly, she's mad. Why hasn't he texted? If he thinks I'm going to chase him, he's got the wrong one. I'm not texting first. Nope. Let him miss me now. The emotional roller coaster. This is where you might get the K-text or no text at all. Or, my personal favorite, a completely random selfie on her story where she looks good, with a song that sounds suspiciously like it's about someone being ungrateful. Coincidence? Sure. 4. The shift in energy. Now, depending on how long you're gone and how silent you've been, something starts to shift. Her focus moves from you to her, and this is the part guys often don't expect. She starts thinking, you know what? I don't need him. I've got goals. I've got friends. I've got that new gym membership. I look amazing. Maybe he's the one who should be worried. This is the glow-up phase. She gets her nails done, posts that fire pic, maybe even goes out more. And again, it's not always because she's trying to make you jealous. Sometimes she's just trying to remind herself that she's valuable with or without you. It's her way of regaining control over the emotional uncertainty your absence created. And when a woman taps into this power, oh, you'll feel it, even through Wi-Fi. 5. Re-evaluation mode. Now she starts thinking bigger. Do I really like him? Was he putting in effort, or was I just carrying this? If he doesn't care that I'm gone, maybe he was never serious. This part is critical, because if she decides your absence, your disinterest, she may start to mentally detach, even if she still likes you. And guess what? When a woman starts detaching, she rarely announces it. She just stops checking for you. She goes silent. And that silence is different. Not the kind where she's hoping you'll text. It's the kind where she's already moved on in her mind. By the time you realize it, she's already closed that chapter, bookmarked the good parts, and started reading a new book. 6. The unexpected comeback from you. Now, if you pop back in randomly like, "Hey, been busy?" she might respond with, "Oh, cool, let me translate that for you." "You took too long, sir." This is why understanding what a woman feels during your absence is so important. Because if you're intentionally pulling away to make her chase, and she's emotionally mature, she won't chase, she'll learn. She'll observe your pattern and start adjusting hers. And now, you've lost the emotional grip you once had. Not because she stopped caring, but because she realized she was caring alone. Let's talk about the healthy side. Now, not every woman spins into emotional chaos when you're gone. Some actually appreciate the space. They use it to recharge, focus on themselves, and let the relationship breathe. But even then, there are thoughts. I wonder if he's thinking about me. Does he miss me too? Should I send him something funny just to connect? Even the most secure woman wants to feel missed. So your absence can either strengthen the bond, if communication and trust are solid, or slowly crack it if she starts feeling forgotten. And the difference comes down to how present you are even when you're not around. Little things matter. A thinking of you text, a random meme, a voice note, a quick call. It's not about being clingy. It's about being connected. A funny little example. Imagine this. You leave your dog at home for a day. You come back and it loses its mind, jumping all over you, tail wagging like it's trying to fly. You're its whole world. Now imagine your girlfriend. She's not gonna wag her tail, hopefully, but emotionally, she's gone through 9 phases in your absence. She thought of you, got mad at you, missed you, ignored you, doubted herself, hyped herself up, and then decided she's too good to wait around. Then you text, "Hey." And now she's like, "Now you remember I exist? You see what I mean?" What you can learn from this your absence can either build desire and appreciation or create distance and doubt. If you disappear with no emotional breadcrumbs, she'll assume the worst or start detaching. But if your absence feels intentional yet warm, like, "Hey, I'm working on stuff but thinking of you," then she'll miss you in a way that's healthy. It's not about texting her 24/7. It's about making her feel remembered, even in silence. Conclusion: what a woman feels. During your absence, when you're gone, she doesn't just wait. She thinks, she overthinks, she wonders. She rewrites the entire relationship in her head sometimes. She evaluates you based on what she feels, not just what you said. And if your actions during your absence don't match the emotional connection she felt when you were around, she'll notice. Women aren't just emotional, they're observant. And your silence, your distance, your delay in texting back, it all sends a message, even if you didn't mean to send one. So next time you think, "She's probably not even thinking about me," just know there's a good chance she's 3 mental episodes deep into a romantic drama starring you, her, and a suspiciously attractive barista she saw on TikTok. And whether that story ends with you 2 holding hands or her blocking your number, well, that depends on how you play your part, even when you're not on stage. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the female mind, stick around. We've got more human psychology, love games, and a few jokes about relationships that'll make you say, "That's way too accurate." Until then, don't just be there, be felt. Catch you in the next one.